Alright, what's up everybody? I'm back, man. Told y'all I was gonna make a new video today. Now look, I'm gonna jump straight into it, man. I've been seeing a lot of prison channels. A lot of people talking about I've been on level 2, 3, 4 yards, cracking off. Level 2, it's still jumping. Blah, blah, blah. You know, a lot of dudes trying to come hard and this and that. And that's what they do in prison too. I'm not saying they're fake. That's cool. You can do that. I'm not here to glamorize anything. I might tell a few war stories if it's involved in my experience. If it's not, then it's not. But I just want to give you guys good insight on what I went through, the real experience, how it really goes, how the state of Maryland can fuck you up just for no reason, not even doing no wrong, you know, etc., etc. So look, all these different levels. I know how Maryland works. I don't know how the other prison systems work exactly. I know some shit on them, but not everything. Now, when I left county, we'll skip all the county shit. When I left, they came pick me up like 12 midnight. I got in a little van with about 3 or 4 other dudes. Some of them I known from my area, some of them I didn't. But they were all pretty much from my area in Maryland. We shot up to Baltimore City, D.O.C. that night. We got there like, I don't even know, 3 in the morning, something like that. I didn't have a fucking watch, wasn't paying attention to the time. It was the middle of the night. Anyway, they had dudes already, you know, wait in the bullpen, waiting, this and that. It's like a big-ass fucking transfer center, like in and out, in and out, in and out. Anyway, I got my hair cut. My hair, you know, was a little looking rough in the county. Didn't cut it too much, whatever. Got it cut in there. I trusted some fucking D.O.C. inmate. That was his job. He fucking he cut it, but it was all uneven. It was bullshit. So I waited till I got in the cell with a razor, trimmed it up, fixed my shit up. But that was like a week later. Anyway, I go into D.O.C. I had 3 different cell buddies, y'all. 3 different cell buddies. The first one, I remember, used to be a blood, he said, on his first stint. His second bid, he turned Muslim. Still got the big blood star on his back, blah, 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 tattoo, but he turned Muslim, man. So I guess he wants the peace, you know, religion. It is what it is. He was cool. He would put me on the Muslim phones. There was about 6 phones, some civilian, some DMI, dog, and BGF, and then Muslim. So he would tell him, hey, hold Jay down, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm next, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, hey, Jay, you know, come hop on. Because you only get like an hour out it is an hour out of your cell at a time. Sometimes you wait like 20, I want to say like 27 hours, then 16 or something like that. Y'all can correct me on that. But I know it's a long-ass period, then it's a hair shorter period, then it's a long period, and it fluctuates. The top tier comes out at once. They get their hour, and then a couple hours later, the bottom tier comes out, and they mingle. But the top and bottom don't really mingle unless you run up to the top tier, talk to them dudes while they're in the cell, or the top comes down, talks to the guys while they're in their cell, and you throw shit under the door, get shit, blah, blah, blah. But you don't personally contact them, really. So anyway, while you're in D.O.C., they're going to call you down to medical, draw your blood, make sure you don't got AIDS, HIV, etc., any diseases, see where you should be placed at. You go see a case manager, that's her job. She'll be like, okay, so let's see, we got 20 years suspended to 3 D.O.C. in my case. That's what I had on this bit. And she's like, okay, so that qualifies you for minimum security prison, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, cool, okay, minimum's probably not that bad, blah, blah, blah. She even told me if I was a resident of Baltimore, I could get on house arrest. If I had an address in Baltimore, I might even be eligible for house arrest. It would take about 8-9 months of doing time. Then I could do house arrest for like 2 years. But I didn't have a residence there, and St. Mary's County wasn't supported. It was out of network. So anyway, it is what it is. I was just happy to get 3 fucking years. You know, I was shitty about the 20 years behind it because I know how they play. They play really dirty, especially when you're on parole prison. But anyway, it is what it is. Like I said, I took the 3 years instead of gambling, going to trial. They had DNA, blood evidence, etc., etc. So, and it was on me. So anyway, she talks like I'm going to minimum, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, ain't too bad. My cell buddy's got 40 years. He just did like 8 years. And then he leaves. He gets shipped out to his prison. Another guy comes in called J-Rock. He's a little crip. He's like my size with a hair shorter. Funny dude, dancing like this and shit in the cell. He always had me geeking, man. I had no money in that joint. My money didn't follow me from the county. My mom tried to send me money orders. They didn't hit the Baltimore City D.O.C. in time, I guess, while I was there. I was there a whole 45 days, though. So, like I said, they played dirty. So, like, they give you this bag, this welfare bag type thing, we call it. And it comes with a notepad, a pen, a comb, a little bottle of shampoo, and a little bar of soap, like hotel bar of soap, you know. So I traded off. J-Rock was like, yeah, this boy wants to, he'll give you a noodle for your pad, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, you lined it up, I'll give you half the noodle. Like, that's how real of a dude I am. Swear to God, we went in that cell that night. He brought the chili noodle in there. Before I even got it wet, I broke it in half, gave him half. Here's your half, here's mine. Did it fill me up? Nah. Even though I'm not a big dude, didn't do much. Did it fill him up? No. He's not a big dude either. But it's called respect. It's shit you do for people because he did for me. You feel me? So, anyway, with that being said, I just kept it real in there. J-Rock ended up getting shipped out. Then they brought another guy in there from Baltimore, and he was there for allegedly killing his girlfriend's little baby. He said she did it. He took the rap. He's never been in trouble in his life. He was in college, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, when he got hit with his time, which was 20 years, ain't too bad, but it is a long time. He called home, tried to talk to his girl. The same girl he took the rap for said, nah, I ain't fucking with you. You got 20 years. What can you do for me? Blah, blah, blah. And this happens so many times, people. So wake up, especially if you got loved ones or women you're with, etc., man. They're probably not going to hold you down through your whole bit. And if they do, they're not fully holding you down. Believe me on that. So I'm thanking God I did not have a woman I had to deal with while in there, because I seen plenty dudes arguing, getting pissed, and oh, whatever, fuck you, blah, 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 and then they're mad the whole fucking day. You know, it just sucks. I don't want to deal with that. Anyway, that cell buddy in particular, and you can look this up, probably the Baltimore Sun, that's the newspaper for Baltimore, he killed himself, man. I was not in the cell when he killed himself. Now look, on my 45th day in there, they had got me ready to ship me out. I'm downstairs in D.O.C. Now, I did my time, the 45 days on the 7th floor. It was like a max prison because it's a diagnostics, Department of Classification, D.O.C. So I'm downstairs in the bullpen waiting with all the guys. We wait like 12 fucking hours to get out there. It took forever, man. But anyway, through that waiting time, we see cops rushing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, we got a problem. We got a problem. Supposedly, something happened. I didn't know what happened at the time. Now, they shipped me out. And I'll get back to that in a minute. They shipped me out. Alright, so I'm on the Bluebird now. Big prison bus like you see in Con Air or something like that. I'm not sure. I think they had a bus in there. But yeah, the movies, you know. I'm shackled up. I'm cuffed. I'm on the hard blue plastic seat. The windows are there, but they got gates over them. You know, like black gate over them. And they got a gate door right there to where you can't open it to get to the drivers or anybody up front. So anyway, I go, and it takes a while to get to my prison. I'm like, damn, where the fuck am I going? Blah, blah, blah. I swear, I didn't even know at this point in time. I'm talking to the dudes on there. We stopped by, like, Patuxent, the prison called Patuxent. It's in, like, Jessup, Maryland. Pick up a few dudes. I believe it's from Patuxent. They got on the bus. We're talking a little bit, a little here and there. And then we keep riding, and eventually we get to the prison. Long story short. Now, I get out the bus. I get to the prison, I find out somehow, I can't remember, but I found out it was Hagerstown, it was MCTC, the new jail. I seen a prison across the street right before we pulled up, and that's called the old jail. All the people that had been on the bus already been to these places in Hagerstown kind of pointed it out, hey, that's the old jail right there, we must be going to new jail. That's how it's happened, matter of fact. So that's how I knew. But anyway, long story short, that prison had fence after fence after fence after fence. Barbed wire on top, barbed wire on the ground, barbed wire on top, barbed wire on the ground. Shit that you ain't getting through, man. You're not getting out. So I'm like, damn, for a minimum security, this shit is a lot of fucking security. You feel me? So, man, I was shocked. I was like, damn, dude, how you gonna do this shit to me? Say I'm going to minimum and there's like a million fences. I could imagine what maximum looks like. But anyway, we go to the intake center in that prison. And, yeah, I find out shortly as well, that's a maximum security prison. It's almost as high as you can go. You can go one level higher, which is called Supermax. They built North Branch a few years ago, and I know somebody up there, and they got, yeah, prisons up Cumberland, Maryland, that are pretty much all Supermax or whatever. So, I can't remember all the names, but I believe there's a few of them. WCI, that might be Supermax. Don't quote me, you gotta look it up. But anyway, I haven't been there. I've just heard about it, seen guys get shipped out of Hagerstown to WCI for starting riots and etc. So I imagine it must be some type of lockdown. But anyway, so I was in Max, man. I was almost up there with the big dogs in Supermax. I mean, the notorious motherfuckers. But Max is still Hagerstown prison. I'm gonna give you the rundown. About 3,000 inmates in there. A lot of DMI dudes, white dudes, try to recruit you. A lot of let me think. Muslims, of course, you know, they got into it when I was up there. There's a few BGF, Black Guerrilla Family, Baltimore dudes up there. And there's a few Bloods, a few Crips. Well, actually, a decent amount of Bloods and a good amount of Crips. So it's a little bit of everything up there, man. And I'm like just shocked, though. My point is that they sent me to maximum, talking like I was going to minimum. I got 3 years. Motherfuckers got life sentences in here. It's like they want you to go up to maximum and get stabbed up or stab somebody up. You know what I'm saying? Or just run that fucking time up. Like I've heard a lot of people talk about, man. So I didn't want to be a crash dummy. You feel me? I stayed to myself for the most part. I'm minding my business. Hey, excuse me, man. Oh, yeah, thank you. You know, I kept it cool as long as you kept it cool with me. Something pops off, you kind of nudge me. Hey, dude, what the fuck? You better watch where you're going, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. And then I had to be in that I don't care mode. I don't care about anything. I'm ready to go right now, you know? And I'm not the biggest dude. I was a little bigger in prison, yes. Smoking cigarettes, things like that, unhealthy shit on the street has slimmed me down a little bit. But I still wasn't big cocky, I'll knock you out. No, but I would hop out there with anybody and everybody, and that's other stories that did happen. We're going to talk about that later. Right now, we're just talking about this experience, how I got bullshitted on by the D.O.C. lady in Baltimore. Fuck you. She sent me up to Hagerstown. Long story short, I'll give you more details in other videos about these prisons, but then from Hagerstown, I did a couple months there. I got shipped to Brockbridge, which is in Jessup, Maryland, and now, I'm knowing my security level's about to go down, so I'm headed, you know, to another prison. I'm not going up because I didn't start any riots, get in trouble for anything, get caught. So anyway, I pull up to the prison. It's Brockbridge. Thought I was going to the lowest level, but I went to minimum first, after max. And anyway, when the cop walked me upstairs, long story short, there's like a glass window, a glass wall. Glass window, glass wall for each dorm on the left and right hand side of each hallway, downstairs and upstairs. I go upstairs all the way to PG dorm. They're labeled by dorms, like Carroll County, I meant by counties. Carroll County, PG County dorm, Anne Arundel County, things like that. I go to PG. When that cop goes to open that door and it starts cracking, all I smell is smoke and burnt paper and shit. I'm like, damn, he don't smell that? What the fuck? I wasn't going to ask him, but I was like, whoa, this is like a party or something in here. So he literally told me, you're at bunk 2, here you go. It said it on the little paper I had too, they read it down. Shut the door behind me, walked down the hall, he's gone. There's no cops now. No cops at all whatsoever. There's no cameras in there. I go to put my shit on the bunk. I notice it's a small little bunk on the ground, a locker. Small little bunk, a locker. A line down the whole wall. Then in the middle of this dorm, locker bunk, locker bunk, locker bunk. And right behind that is a locker bunk, locker bunk. And then on that left wall, locker bunk, locker bunk. And to my right, when I first walk in the dorm, is a door. You swing it open, go in. That's the bathroom. There's like 3 stalls, mirror, sink. Then you go behind this wall, and there's showers back there. Like little small-ass showers, and it's a dead end. Deadly fucking place. A lot of fights happen there. But a lot of fights happen wide open in the dorm, because it is wide open. That's the term people fucking use. Like, the minimums are wide open in Maryland. Ask anybody, they'll tell you that's been there. So anyway, that was a pretty ran down prison, man. Shit was rough in there. It was fucked up. A lot of fights. I wake up because I hear, like, shit like that, you know, knuckles hitting flesh, and, yeah, a lot of times things happen. I got into it with the Bloods in there. I would say with 3 Bloods in there to be specific. Called them into the bathroom. You know, a whole deal with extortion and stuff. That's a whole nother story. I was getting a little bit of money in there. They were jealous. They were gangbangers, but they were hooked on Butte, which is Suboxone, you know. So they were upset when one of them specifically when he was sick one day. And he had a problem with me because I'm the white boy that's not gang affiliated, and I'm in there, you know, pushing Suboxone, and I'm not giving shit out for free. And if your credit's bad, I'm not fronting you anything. You got a problem with it, then take off. It is what it is. I get my ass whooped or I don't. You know, simple as that. Simple as that, man. I've been through fucking hell. I've been through addiction. I've died from a needle in my arm several times. Shit has happened to me. Like, I'm not scared to go toe to toe with you. You are a man, like Rocky says. He's not a machine. He is a man, just like you, Rock. So that's what I live by. It sounds funny, man, but it is what it is. That's what I live by. If you don't believe me, then come test it. It is what it is. Anyway, besides all that tough talk, we don't need that. Back to the story. Eventually, I did my time at Brock Bridge. I did party a little bit in there, not gonna lie. Made some good money. Didn't have to order off commissary, really, because I would have the green dots and write them on paper and have little paper real small so that way the cops don't see it. Throw it to the J guys, the BGF guys, and then bam, get something and unload it to the dorm and get all the food they owe me, whatever, on commissary day, things like that. So living pretty good, man. That time flew by, It flew by in there, met a few good people, and a few shady people. Anyway, that's for another video. What I'm talking about today is, I did the time there. I got shipped to another prison, y'all. This is the last prison I went to before I went home. Now, this is the special event. This is what I want to tell y'all about that nobody's really talked about on these prison channels. I get in the van because Southern Maryland pre-release comes to pick me up. They come to Brockbridge to do their dental because they don't got a dentist at the pre-release, things like that. Or to get a new identification inmate card, the one I showed y'all on my video. So they pick me up. I'm with all these guys. They're wearing like jeans with pockets in them, nice shoes, boots, whatever. And guess what? When I get in the van, they pull off. I'm not fucking handcuffed. I'm not in a seatbelt. The door's unlocked. It's got it's a van, you can see the red thing on the black, the door lock. I'm like, damn, they forgot to lock the door. Like, I'm asking the Mexican dude, he's like, hey, I felt the same way, and then Big Bill, he's from Calvert, he just died the other year when he got out, rest in peace, Bill. But, yeah, he was like, man, it felt so weird when I first got in here. I'm sure you feel weird too. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm used to being like this and going down bumps on this big ass bus, looking out the little window, can't see shit, But now I'm on the van and they're all scooting around and joking, hey, what's up? And playing games, punching each other, punching back like best friends, man. It's like not even prison at all. So I get to the pre-release, we hop out the van. I'm waiting. She's like, what are you waiting for? Get out. I'm like, damn, I thought the CO, was going to tell us, hey, get out, don't do this, walk straight, stay in the line. Nope. Walk straight up in there. You go in the strip room, take your stuff off, squat, cough, put your shit back on, and then you walk into the prison. Bam, doors swing open, and you're just free to go. There's 3 dorms in there. There's 1 rec hall in there. There's a shower in there, and there's a huge yard. When they call yard, you can't go out to yard at any time. You used to be able to. When I got there, they would call yard sometimes 3-4 times a day, though. And they got endless weights, and my favorite thing was sitting. I would grab my bench, I'd put it on the grass, I'd lay on it, get my dumbbells, like 3 sets, 50s, 60s, 70s, and, do presses, boom, like that, laying back. So, anyway, I did a lot of other things, too, but, yeah, that was my main thing. My little routine started doing in the morning. So I'm in pre-release, man, just chilling, hanging out with people. They got a bunch of cigarettes in there, it's not too many drugs, but they had a lot of cigarettes and K2. K2 was the main drug people did use. I've seen a lot of people just out, or start shaking, or a lot of things happen. Pre-release is also very easy to get sent up out of there. You get checked in a heartbeat. Somebody snitch on you. The police come get you, catch you smoking. You're out of there. I mean, they lock you in this small room called the blue room. You're locked in there, and the next day you're gone, man. You're gone. If it's a weekend, you gotta wait all weekend in this little ass cell. Somebody gets put in there with you. It's 2 dudes in this small ass cell. I mean, smaller than the normal prison cell, because it's just a holding cell in the office of Southern Maryland pre-release. Like, it's crazy, man. You get to see everybody still walking in the office. Hey, what's up, Lieutenant? Hey, can you get this bag for me, man? What's up with the punching bag? Bring it out for rec. Trying to use it. And he's sitting in the cell just looking through the window like sad little puppy, man. So, yeah, anyway, I was slick with it. I was in there making moves, man. When I first got in there, got the green dot. They had the packs of cigarettes from Road Crew. A couple dudes on Road Crew had them. I bought a few packs. And then I met this Spanish boy. I gave him the jacks. He just went around to dorms knowing everybody. Hey, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. Cool, I met back up with him. Hey, my name's Santana, my name's Jay. That's how we locked it in. You know, I trusted him off the jump. Didn't even barely know him. He's the same Spanish boy that I rode to the prison with in the van, though. But anyway, we were cool after that, you know. And he made a lot of money for me. I'm a humble dude, so I gave him a good amount of money and cigarettes for it. You know, like 3 Newport 100s and some chips and candy, and we was all good, man. It was all good, you know. So, yeah, I liked it. It was fun. Got like 4 yards a day. I had like 8 months in my sentence left at this time, maybe 8, 9 months. And eventually, after 30 days of doing in-prison work, in-house work, like kitchen, maintenance, cleaning, whatever, or yard, cleaning up the weights, you get to do road crew if you're qualified. If you ain't got no escape charges, things like that on your record, no sexual charges, that's another thing. You cannot do road crew if you're a child fucking pedophile chomo motherfucker. That's how you know that shit ain't nothing on my record, because they let me out there on road crew with a bunch of other guys. My crew was Crew 5, baby. Shout out to them. They're on my Facebook. I can bring them on YouTube also. Maybe in the future we'll do that and have a chat about Crew 5. Because I'm telling you, we've been to Prince George's County, Charles County, Calvert County, St. Mary's County. And we mainly used to go out to Prince George's County, right on the D.C. line. Like literally walking right by Washington, D.C. in some of the worst parts. Martin Luther King Boulevard, past Iverson Mall, all those things, man. People used to throw endless cigarettes. And we would walk. We would have a dude in the back. The van follows us. The cop in the van drives real slow so we don't get hit from the back. And dude walk real slow, and I'll be walking real fast like this. And I'm like, hey, do Jack, just do this to the cars, and they boom, hit the ground. You use your little trash grabber, pick it up, put it in your trash bag, but hold it like with your hand because you're already holding the bag. You use a stick, roll up the bag with, hold the bag open, boom, put the trash bag in there, or put the cigarettes in there, or put it up your glove, whatever it may be. And then when we have lunch, we go to a park. So lunchtime, we get to use the bathroom, chill. We'll smoke a couple of jacks because the correction officer be sitting in the van minding his business most of the time, unless it's a dickhead, normally a lady CO. One lady was cool with shit, though. I'm not going to say her name, but the other ones were bitches. They wouldn't let us do nothing. But anyway, yeah, and then we had the boofer on our team. I mean, let's keep it real. That's what we call it in Maryland, the boofer. Like Big Bill, rest in peace, man. He's my man. I'm not putting him out there. I'm just saying he wasn't ashamed of it either. He would even tell you, shit, I'll bring back 2 packs of cigarettes and a motherfucking lighter in this jail. Like, that's how hard I am. Now, I'm not saying that necessarily means you're hard in my opinion. And it's a little controversial. I've never done it. I never wanted to do it, man. It's just something I don't feel like it was worth doing. But I am appreciative of the guys that did it on my crew. We always had to have at least one boofer on the crew. You feel me? So they would boof the jacks. We would get back to the prison. I'd put my stuff up, get ready for a shower, take my shirt off. Yeah, get out shower. Boofer come by. Bam, throw me the bag of cigarettes. Clean cigarettes, no shit on them, no nothing. And people do smoke them. People do buy them. You know, I wasn't really smoking when I was in prison. I was more worried about eating and working out. So I just sold them all. And of course I broke him off with like a fourth of them, you know. Say it'd be like 1/4 or whatever it may be. So, yeah, if I had like 20 cigarettes, I might give them 4 or 5 of them. And a Newport 100 went for $3 in Southern Maryland pre-release when I was there. A short would be about $2, $2.50. And how you do that is the 100, you would break it into shots if you want to get $1 each. Like, you know, you break it 3 times. And that's $1, $1, $1. So that's how a whole one costs $3. That's how they figured that out, I guess. Anyway, it was cool. We had great experiences. We seen a lot of shit out there, man. A lot of shit. Motherfuckers pulled up in PG one time, stopped the car, got out and said, hey, y'all want to leave right now? You can hop in this car right the fuck now. I'm not playing. We can skirt off and you're gone. I'll take you wherever you gotta go. Fuck the police. I swear, man, true story. But, of course, I didn't go for that. Only had a few months left. I was trying to do my time. I was chilling. They got phones in there. I can talk to the family. My mom, my son, you know, that's who hold me down when I was in there for the most part. And everything was good, you know. So, anyway, it was a cool time. It's, like I said, my channel's not all about, I knuckled up with them and I, boom, 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 bam, hit them with the uppercut and dropped them. And nah, we're not talking all that all day, man. Sometimes there's a good side to prison, too. No, I'm not saying it was fun. I'm just saying when I made it to pre-release, yes, it was a good experience. Why? Because I had went through max, and minimum, which you cannot forget about. Horrible experiences. Bunch of bullshit you gotta deal with. Grown men crying all the fucking time. Like arguing over the dumbest shit. It don't matter what it is. A bag of fucking 25-cent chips. Like, come on, man. Maybe they were 55 cents, but still. Ain't much of a difference, you feel me? But, yeah, I still wanted to come home. And then eventually on road crew, the longer I was on there, the more I wanted to come home. Because I'm like, damn, I'm outside every day, but I can't stay outside. It sucked. It sucked. And they were supposed to hook me up with a job at McDonald's or Burger King, the places they had contracts with. They never ended up doing that. Because also you got to do road crew for like 3 months before you can transition to that. But by the time they approved me for it, I was already making parole. Parole took a long ass time to pick me up. And in Maryland, you don't know exactly when you're going. But I had a cool CO that pulled me to the side and said, hey, you're getting out Tuesday. I said, what? He said, yeah, your name's on the list. You're getting out Tuesday. I was like, damn, thank you, Miss V. Thank you. And it was like a Friday when she told me that in breakfast line. You know, I had to pound it with her, dap it up, you know. And that's another thing. They say, fuck the police. Don't talk to them. I don't talk to police about shit. And pre-release, though, some of them motherfuckers let you jug more than you can imagine. Cops that let me bring in mad shit. I'm saying meet people, call people out there. I'm not going to say the names, whatever, the times. But yeah, so when it's like that, it's like that. But am I talking about what we do when I get back to the prison or any of my homies? No. And that's why people respect me in there. They know that I never got checked in any prison. Never been to any PC. It is what it is. If you have been, I mean, sometimes shit happens to where I guess shit happens. Shit does get bad real quick in prison. So I guess if it's only you and a whole gang wants your head, then, I mean, I don't know. I guess you're going to have to go out in a bloody war and maybe die, or you're going to have to check in. So I don't know. I guess if that situation would have came, I'd have dealt with it when it came, you know. I did deal with 3 Bloods at one time, I will tell you that, and I held my own, though. So, you know, to each his own. But anyway, yeah, we still don't talk to the cops in that type of way, no type of way like that, man. But yeah, we did jug a lot, meaning, you know, get a bunch of contraband, bring it back in, etc., do our thing on the street, call people, meet up with people that we knew on the street when we were out in certain counties where they live, you know, and they would come meet us, we'd tell them where we're at and shit. So anyway, we orchestrated a lot. That's why I like pre-release so much in other prisons, and I'm sure pretty much anybody would. But definitely don't get it twisted. There was plenty of fights. I got in 2 fights myself in there. The sad thing about it is it was with 2 friends over falling out, over money, over this. The Mexican I told you about, Santana, we simply fought like a friendly fight. He was drunk off the hooch. I was a little buzzing. He wanted to wrestle. I didn't want to. I'm the type of guy, man, nah, I don't want to wrestle. Because if you hit me wrong, it's going to get serious. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, come on, grab me. So he grabbed me, I'm not gonna lie. We started wrestling, he had me up in the air. No lie, up in the air, almost like my whole body, 1 foot maybe touched ground. But then I grabbed him around the stomach and flipped him and threw, and like fell with him, bam, to the ground. And I hurry up, grabbed his head. And when I choked somebody, I grabbed my elbow and just pushed. Locked him, man, choked him out. Bam, that was it. But like I said, when he got up, we was cool. Me, him, Big Bill, damn, what's his name? What's his fucking name? What's his name from Calvert? I'm trying to think of your name, bruh. I can't remember. I'm so sorry for forgetting your name. Darren, yeah, little Darren. We was with Darren. We was with couple good dudes, man. Couple good fucking dudes, you know, that we hung out at this one bunk. And, you know, those were like the wilder white boys that like to get amped up and talk shit and be like, oh, blah, blah, I'm gonna fuck you up. Or, you can't do shit, or that, or I'm hungry. Oh, well, eat a dick then. You know, little weird-ass wild white dudes. But I come fuck with them every now and then, you know. And we get into some shit. But, you know, I hold my own, like I said. They got a bunch of different cliques in prison, different people, hang different areas. Me, I was like a nomad. I would just float around the prison, holler at people, hey, what's up, y'all, blah, blah. I don't care if it's Muslims, Crips, Bloods, Jays, Murder Inc., whoever it may be. I was cool with a lot of dudes in there, man. So, yeah, it is what it is. Love y'all, man. Thanks for watching. I'm going to end this soon because I got to go pick my son up from school. But, yeah, man, that's how it went. Still don't want y'all to go to prison. I'm not glamorizing prison. I'm telling you my experience, like I keep saying. I'm sorry for keep saying this, but I got to, or people are going to say, oh, he's making it seem like it's fucking paradise and da-da-da. No, I'm not, sir. No, I'm not, sir. Because guess what? I'm a million times happier out here than I could ever be in any fucking prison, even the best luxurious prison in the world. Because you're still a prisoner. You're not free. You know, that's the worst thing, is your freedom. Freedom. Seriously though, man. So yeah, nobody wants to go to prison. And best believe, if you don't got like a year left to do, you're not going to pre-release anyway. Or like 18 months, I think it was. Even if you got 3 years, you can go to pre-release. But you're not going on outside detail till you got a year or 18 months left anyway. So there's no point to even fucking go to pre-release. Because most people don't last that long there anyway. You get into some shit, a fight, some contraband, whatever. You get checked in right away. One small thing. They don't play games. So it's really hard to stick and move. Somehow I got lucky, man. And yeah, I made it for like my 8-9 months that I had there. There's been a couple close calls. We'll talk about that too. But of course I had to go through max. Go through minimum. Hold my own. Stay out of getting tickets. Fight behind the scenes. Called the Bloods in the bathroom to handle the situation instead of making all that yap noise in front of everybody so they're all surrounded. They hear us yelling, then the police come. So anyway, we wasn't doing all that. That's not how I am. You got a real problem with me? You really want to beat me up? Okay, let's go to the bathroom then. See what you can do. It is what it is. Do it behind the scenes. I don't like making noise. I don't like, and I don't even want to be known for all that guy that'll stick him this, that, jab, and was boxing in there with Dayton Harris and blah, blah. Shout out to you too, though, man. He was sharp. He did teach me a few things when I was up in D.O.C. I love you, dog. Should be home soon. I'm going to get up with you. Especially if you're watching this. Might be home. I got to look you up. I could definitely have you on the channel, man. You could show some folks some things and tell them some stories how you knocked out several dudes at the phones, man. That shit was funny as hell. Funny. Hey, nah, dog. It's my time on the phone. Walking up to gang members. Boom, boom. Dropped them. That shit was funny as hell. I hate to say it. And I kind of say it's funny because, like old Def said on 23 and 1, I'm kind of against gangs, man. I mean, I don't hate people in the gangs. I fuck with a lot of gang dudes. But just gangs in general and what some of them represent, I'm going to bully you because I got numbers. Give me your watch. I got one watch, but I want 2 watches. I'm Gucci Big 2 watches now. Fuck all that, man. That's not cool. Conduct yourself like a man. Respect everybody like a man. If somebody disrespects you, then you deal with this situation with you and that man. You should not need John, Tim, Big Dog, Jake, Death Slayer, Hitmaker, whatever it may be to have your back, man. That's not cool. So I agree with you, Def, on that, man. I really do. And I think you should just stand for yourself. Be your own man. But also in some prisons, I know it is segregated. Hey, if I was in Cali, I'd be with the whites too. I'd have no choice. I'm going to ride with y'all if y'all going to ride with me. Because if not, I'm not going to stand alone and just get shanked up by everybody, my own race. You got to do what you got to do. Get in where you fit in, baby. It's just Maryland prison's a little different. You can stand on your own 10 toes, 2 feet down. You can. Stay out the way. Be respectful. If you want to make some money, stay low key with it. So that's all I got for today, folks. I didn't even mean to run it this long, but I just got to talking and wanted to talk about pre-release, man. For real, I wanted to get that out there because nobody's really talked about pre-release, and I've experienced pre-release. I can tell you anything you want to know about it. What's out there in the yard? Oh, Family Day. Matter of fact, hold up real quick. I'm going to bring you a picture from Family Day so y'all can see that. Hold on. Alright, I'm back, man. Sorry about that. This is my picture from Family Day in Southern Maryland pre-release. My mother, my son came. We hung out for about 4 hours, ate hot dogs, snow cones, burgers, had soda. Maximum prisons even do this shit, I believe. But you gotta be like ticket free for such and such a year or 3 years, whatever it may be. Anyway, Southern Maryland, I got to do it one time. Told you I was there almost a year, and I did it the one time I was there shortly before I left home. That's my mother, right there. My son Alan, of course, and then me. Add shorter here and there. That's my D.O.C. Tag I showed you on the video the other day. Bam. There you go, man. I actually got a fucking Burberry. If you can see the sleeve, that's a Burberry shirt on in pre-release. Like, that's how sweet it was. I picked that joint up off Road Crew in PG County. I found it on the road. I put it on under my white tee and I took it into prison, man. They let that shit slide. And if you notice, I got the black drawstrings under my pants that got pockets in them. Those strings are from the shorts I was wearing under them. Black Adidas shorts with pockets. That's definitely contraband. I snuck that shit in there too, man. So yeah. And they give you them boots, them 5-star. They're called 5-star boots for road crew, things like that. So yeah, that was a good day, man. It gave me hope. It gave me a lot of hope. Kept me going. So I love y'all, man. Wanted to share that with y'all because I do love y'all. I care about y'all so much. I haven't shared that picture with too many people. But I want y'all to know pretty much everything about this experience and how it goes and why you don't want your face on this damn card. Why you don't want one of these. You don't, man. I know I keep it, but I don't show everybody, hey, I got my R card. I'm released now. No, I'm showing this because it's prison information, man. Shit you might need to know, want to know, whatever about prisons. And yeah. Keep you guys out of prison, hopefully, because I know I'm staying out of prison. I'm not going back. Best believe I'm not going back. Everything I do is legit. I showed you the other day I work at Pizza Hut, humble myself, get it how I gotta get it, baby. It is what it is, you know, and I am not fucking ashamed. I'd rather do that than show you 10 keys on the table, selling weed, selling dope, whatever, and go back to prison 20 years, then I can't reach out to anybody, and I'm the one locked up. I'm the one they're talking about now. Nah, man. That ain't good. I want to help the youth, help the future. I really do. I don't need anything back. I'm not asking for donations, for comments, for likes. I'm not asking for that. If you want to like or comment, subscribe, that is your choice. I would love that. I would greatly appreciate it. Any help. That's awesome. You know, I appreciate it, but I'm not asking. You are not required. And I love all y'all the same, and I will show the same love to every last viewer, especially the ones that are here right now in the beginning of my video making. Yes, before I get a good-ass camera and get you a good background rather than this kitchen I'm standing in right now, you know, and I'm sorry about that. I apologize, but I'm just working with what I got right now. I'm getting in where I fit in, you feel me? The other videos will be really great. I hope you guys fuck with me right now while I got these videos before they get really great and before I blow up. You know, that's who I will know who to, you know, really shout out, man, and put on if they ever need me to put them on and help them out if I do reach that big platform. Because you rode with me since the beginning. I respect that. Just like Prison POV, shout out. I'm going to keep shouting you out. I love you, dog. I do. I don't even know you like that. I just know that you're a thorough dude. I can tell. The love you showed, you subbed to me right away after I subbed to you, man. So yeah, Michelangelo, shout out to you too, man. Byron Bracey, shout out, man. Love y'all, dog. I really do. So yeah, just hit me up in the comments. You got any questions? Like, dislike. It is what it is. It's all good, baby. I'm gonna keep it coming regardless. It helps me to vent, helps me to get things off my mind. But I did run this video time up. I know that. So I'm going to end it now. Capiche?